Making change isn't a solo process. I think anyone would agree with that. But my mind has never worked in all the ways that you might expect an activist to work. I don't have the memory to hold all the history. I don't have the single-minded focus or the ability to be unafraid. What I do have is the ability to be the next line, not to rally people or call offices or use direct action, but to take the people who don't understand and help them get it. I can teach. I can help people become activists through art and education, and that in itself is my activism. In my view, facilitating is the purest form of teaching. It's the creation of space for others to discover and learn, and in the process, giving yourself space for those same goals. It's taking a hard situation and making it safe, making it clear, making it educational. It is asking questions that allow us to find our own understanding, crumbling the traditional model. A facilitator doesn't carry all the knowledge. They carry the skills that allow others to build that knowledge. The way this world functions, using information and education as a tool for the most privileged of us and depriving the rest, creates a power dynamic that can't be overcome. But where finding information or getting traditional education is sometimes impossible, facilitators can help level the playing field. I aspire to find ways into activist work that are more accessible and help people understand that activists work in different ways. Some of them work in classrooms and not in public view, and that's okay. It's okay to not go to protests or to be too overwhelmingly anxious to make a phone call. In the midst of all that, it's still important that we have people to hold the parts of us that cannot stand to be in front of cameras. Those of us who are chronically ill or mentally unable or just feel unsafe with that form of activism. It is still important to have people behind the scenes, ready to soothe the pieces of us that aren't activist. Because in the end, we're all people, for better or for worse. Someone needs to take that care with us and remind others to take that care. We cannot burn out with no way to regain ourselves and no one to fight while we do it. That's what I hope to create. A quiet, steady activism to fill the gaps and promote self-care. In the end, I hope that activism can become more sustainable, draw more people, be less inaccessible. You don't need history to see the inequalities all around us. You don't need to know theory to find out ways to help. We can't get stuck in the idea that the only kind of activist is an educated activist. Action doesn't require higher education. It requires facilitators.